We are so excited to bring you a brand new collection from hot off the press. It's called Blue Persuasion, and there are so many things in this, but I'm going to show you every single one. Now, this is the 12 by 12 papers. Like all of hot off the press's 12 by 12 papers, they are double-sided. They are printed on 80-pound heavyweight paper, and the insert, the package insert, also gives you some ideas, both for scrapbooking and card baking. Let's take a look at the papers. You're going to get 2 of every single one, and isn't that just drop dead gorgeous? Yes, I think it is. On the back side, there's going to be an all-over pattern, and that's pretty much how we're doing our papers now. So the front one is going to be more of a focal. By the way, if you're a scrapbooker, you know you're probably going to put your photographs here, but if you're a card maker, think in terms of quarters. The quarters can be 4 different cards on every single 12 by 12 sheet, and it just works very nice. So you've got art that will work with any card in all 4 quadrants. Here's the back side of that with all those mosaics. Speaking of mosaics, we did a whole sheet of them. So you probably will want to cut these out because that would make a very busy background, but the choice is yours as always. And here we have an all-over pattern. Look at the florals, how pretty, with lots of layers. There's text, there are these swirls, there's also some scuffing, plus you've got all the artwork, just gorgeous, and another all-over pattern. Here we have 2 borders, so you can use them this way or you can turn them this way, whichever you like. And on the back, an all-over floral, just really, really pretty. And we have cutouts. Now, there are 36 cutouts in this selection, and just in case there's an area you don't want to use, well, or you could choose to use the back of it. Isn't that gorgeous? Really, really pretty. Now, what can you do with it? Well, how about this page? You remember seeing it, and the designer cut around that artwork, slipped her matted photo underneath, added the cutouts, and these are some of the leaves from our Bigger Leaves and Ferns cutting die. Works really nicely. This is also one of the cutouts also, and our blue ribbons are going to match perfectly. Here is a card. Now, look at the cardstock there. That's going to be coming up next. You can see the mosaics were cut out. There's another other cutouts and some layered, the tiny flowers and leaves cutting die. Speaking of cardstock, we are so excited that now we will always have cardstock to go with every single one of the paper collections. This is obviously Blue Persuasion. There are 12 sheets. There's going to be 2 each of the 6 that I'm going to show you. And let me bring them in. Now, these are printed on a cardstock. It's a 65-pound cover, 176 GSM. Now, you can see that we've got blue, kind of a darker blue. We've got a medium blue. We've got a light blue. We've got a light medium. We've got a dark and kind of a midnight, and then really going dark. All of these are printed on white paper. Now, what's the benefit of that? Well, number one, you always have white cardstock, and that's so valuable. In addition, if you decided to use this with an embossing folder, you can emboss and then lightly sand the top, and you'll reveal that white background. It looks really pretty with embossing folders. So our cardstock is going to go with everything of the Blue Persuasion collection, and that's pretty exciting for us. Now, to go with it, we also have 31 die cuts. Now, these die cuts come on 2 sheets. Here are the 2 sheets. You can see that they just pop right out, and many of them have greetings on them. Some are left plain. Maybe you want to add some dazzles, maybe you want to stamp, maybe you want a computer journal. All of that can be done. In addition, on the insert, just like all hot off the press, there are ideas. And let me show you the ideas this time. Here we have a slimline card. This is die cut, die cut, die cut. Look at the cardstock. Look at the Blue Persuasion paper. Works perfectly. Here is a regular size card, and this is also using the cardstock and the 3 of the die cuts and some of our white ribbon. It works perfectly. Now, as we did last time, we are also adding the 6x6 papers. And there are 24 sheets. You're going to get 4 of every single one I'm about to show you. And they are just simply scaled down versions of our 12x12. So there is our drop dead gorgeous first one. And there's the overall pattern. So pretty, just so pretty. There's the mosaics, a little bit smaller this time, and the pattern. Here's the one that we showed on that 12x12 scrapbook page. Here's the pattern. We've got the borders and that pattern. And now we have the cutouts, and there are 36 of them. And then that background piece. Now what can you do? Well, let me show you. Here is one. And this is the die cut, excuse me, this is a cutout. There's one of the the bigger leaves and ferns cutting die. Add some ribbon, add some of the wishing bubbles from 49 and Market, and the cardstock. You've got a beautiful piece. But I'm not done. We also have chipboard. We love the chipboard, plus the price now is just absolutely great. There are 9 pieces on this 6-inch by 6-inch piece. Again, ideas on the back, but let me show you. This is the card, and you can see that this is using the blue Persuasion papers. This is also one of the cutouts, but this piece and this piece are part of the chipboard. Let me just bring that back so you can see. And Debbie used the watermark ink pad and then put the silver embossing powder on top and just did that and did it on the happiness. Just beautiful, just absolutely gorgeous. Everything is all together. Now I'm not quite done, but this is coming. It's not here yet, but I just wanted you to know about it. There'll be a blue Persuasion cutting die, and this measures 1.5 by 6. And what can you do with it? Well, just like the package shows you, let me show you. So this is being cut out of the cardstock. Oh, so pretty. And then Debbie did another one with our slimline cards, and she used the ocean suede to cut that out. Just absolutely beautiful. So I think you can see why I'm so excited by our blue Persuasion collection. You'll have 12x12, you'll have cardstock, hooray, you will have chipboard, you'll have die cuts. I don't even know where to put them. You're going to have 6x6, and if just a little bit of patience, you'll also have a cutting die. All of them to match, all from hot off the press, all exclusively here at paperwishes.com.